Neighbors' aggressive dogs kept attacking mine, so I went full neighborhood tattletale. I have 3 dogs, Biscuit, Nala, and Ranger. All 3 are crate trained, leash trained, and know at least 10 commands. If one barks in the yard, I'm out there in under a minute bringing them inside. I take that seriously because I know not everybody likes dogs, and I never want to be that neighbor. Then Dave and Denise moved in with 3 dogs of their own. First week, Denise watched me call Ranger in from the yard with one word and said she was jealous. 2 months later, she wasn't jealous anymore. She was defensive. Every time she caught me correcting one of mine, she'd yell over the fence, "Don't do that, they're just being dogs. Let them do their job." Translation, her 3 barked at everything that moved, and she didn't want to feel bad about it. I'd put up a vinyl picket fence around my whole yard. Cost me $8 grand. Dave and Denise built their fence off the back of mine, using my fence as their 4th wall. I didn't love it, but I let it go. Then their dog Duke started throwing his whole body at my fence trying to get at my 3, not barking at it, slamming into it. I didn't want a feud, so I spent another grand on 15 boxwoods along my side of the fence, plus a roll of privacy screening, hoping if Duke couldn't see my dogs, he'd calm down. Dave stood in his driveway watching me plant them and said, "That's not gonna work. They'll still hear each other." I planted them anyway. He was right. Duke could still hear my 3 breathing and kept slamming into the boards like they owed him money. So I texted Denise. Polite, no accusations. Said I was worried the fence wouldn't hold up, offered a couple of ideas, said I still wanted us to get along. She didn't answer for 2 days. Then I got a wall of texts saying my message had ruined her week, that this was so stressful for her, and that I owed her an apology for pointing out her own dog was trying to break through a fence. Their answer was a 6-foot privacy fence bolted onto mine. 6 feet is a foot over what the town allows. But by then, I just wanted to stop seeing them, so I didn't report it. Problem solved, I thought. It wasn't. They started letting their dogs run loose in the parts of the yard that weren't fenced in. I'd hear nails clicking on the pavement and look out to see all 3 sprinting down the street while kids walked to the bus stop. I put up 2 security cameras that week, $60 a month, best money I ever spent, because 2 days later I had Duke on video hurling himself at my fence again, and the other 2 tearing through my tomato bed. Then Denise cussed me out in her driveway because Duke had gone after Ranger through the gate gap. That's when I called the police. A lieutenant watched the footage right on my phone and told me to keep sending him every clip because he'd find them every time. He said the loose dogs alone were a hazard for the whole block, not just my yard. I sent him clips for 2 weeks straight. Didn't change their behavior, just made Denise hate me more, which honestly worked out fine for me. Then, on a Tuesday night around 8, my camera caught Dave walking Duke off leash in the wildlife refuge across the street. Duke did his business right in the middle of the walking path. Dave clipped the leash back on and kept walking. Didn't even slow down. Our neighborhood has a Facebook group with 400 people in it, and for months people had been posting pictures of mystery piles on that same trail asking who kept doing it. I'd scrolled past those posts a dozen times without saying a word. Not this time. I clipped the video down to 20 seconds, timestamp visible, Dave's face clear as day, and sent it to Frank, who runs the group. Frank didn't just post it quietly. He called me first and asked if he could send it to the whole neighborhood email list too, not just the group. I told him go for it. By Thursday morning, every person on our street had watched Dave walk his dog, let it foul the trail, and stroll off like nothing happened. People said they'd started avoiding our block because of the loose, aggressive dog. One woman wrote she'd spent a year blaming her own neighbor for the piles on the trail. Frank walked over to Dave and Denise's porch himself and told them, calm as anything, that he'd be mentioning the loose dogs to the police the next time too. Denise came out mid-conversation, saw the phone in Frank's hand still open to the video, and just stood there. She didn't even try to argue. What was she going to say? That wasn't her husband on the screen? 2 days later, an animal control envelope showed up in their mailbox. My camera caught the mail carrier drop it. I didn't have to do a thing at that point. I just sat on my porch with my coffee, watched Dave open it on his front step, and watched him put his head in his hands right there in front of the whole cul-de-sac.